viewers, welcome to ARTlapse, a series where I share a time lapse of my art and we talk all about creativity, because the artist behind the art is even more important than the art itself. Today we are going to be discussing the artist's journey. As artists, a major part of our life purpose is creation, and creation often involves an end goal, so to speak. It's the act of birthing an idea to share with the world. That is often the goal and the intention. However, sometimes when we are hyper-focused so much on our goals and on the destination, we often lose sight of the present moment, where the act of creation takes place. This is where we begin to lose connection with ourselves, with our own human and beingness. As an artist, it is pivotal for our creations, for us to be connected with ourselves, because art is a part of our essence, you see, that we use to share with others, and creating takes place within the present moment. In this present moment, this ever infinite now, is the only place we are truly connected with ourselves, our mind, body, heart, and soul. There is only this experience as we experience it individually. When we become hyper-fixated on goals, checklists, to-dos, and destinations, we lose sight of this moment right now. And only in this moment can we truly create. The real secret is, there is no destination. There is only this moment as it exists right now. So thus, it's important for you to choose things that feel good and are in alignment with you and your creations. We chose being artists for a reason. We chose art as a way of freedom, as expression, and to pave our own path for ourselves, to be outside of the matrix, the 9-to-5, the boring, unfulfilling, soul-sucking job. We chose ourselves and our art as our purpose. So don't make your art something painful. Don't stay in a situation of dissatisfaction when this is something that we chose. Don't be a horrible boss to yourself. Don't treat yourself like a sweatshop worker. Don't have slack boundaries between your life and work because you are that passionate about your art. Don't forget to live when art is a reflection of life. If you are busting your butt and getting nowhere fast because you are spinning your wheels, hustling, working way too hard because you're trying to control the circumstances in which things will happen and unfold, this will only breed resentment, resistance, and impatience. And as Louise Hayes said, impatience is resistance to learning. This will only cause your relationship to the act of creating to suffer as you place a stifling pressure on something that is meant to breathe. That's its only job, is to breathe and exist. Just do your only job, living well and creating wonderful art. Patience is required for this journey to unfold like a flower blossoms in its own timing. Stop trying to control the outcome by fixating on every circumstance of the unfoldment of your own unique path, because you are failing to trust the bigger picture. You are failing to trust yourself. You are failing to trust your art. Return to what is actually within your control, your well-being, which your art depends on. Learn to love your art in every single stage. During the creation of your art is the only moment that it actually belongs to you. After it is born, it is free to roam the world as it will, and you have no control over that. You may have influence, but no control. So learn to enjoy the creation process, dear creator. It's why you became an artist after all, isn't it? The warped metrics of social media have manipulated us all into craving instant gratification. It's a trap that pins us into a non-stop cycle of content creation for the validation of likes and comments, where we are chasing the next high instead of realizing we have it already in the act of creating. There is nothing wrong with attention, but when it becomes a motivating force for our creation, we have lost touch with this divine relationship that exists within us. Your accomplishments won't mean anything unless you learn to recognize, celebrate, and enjoy them in this present moment. If we are stuck in a chasing energy through work, 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 hustle, 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 we have no room or space to enjoy the things in which we work for, that we created with our own two hands. We make no room to receive inspiration, to breathe, or to simply be. If we are stuck in a cycle of creating without intention, we become robotic and churn out things that lack life, radiance, and our own spirit. We become a gear in a system of our own making without taking the time to step back, gain a new insight, and evolve. We act without thinking, and we lose out on so many moments of grand illumination within our own artist's journey. You see, creativity, like nature, seeks to grow, seeks to expand, and seeks to thrive, and it needs you to be able to do it. So how do we break out of this hustle, make it happen, grind mentality that we see pushed so often on social media and watch so many different artists churn out incredible, numerous, wonderful, beautiful works of art? Well, we must find and feel gratitude within our own art, within our own journeys, and within ourselves. We must start to recognize our own worth that exists within us and within our art. If your relationship with art is suffering, look at where you need to support yourself to make this relationship feel how it once did. It may be time to evolve. As Gala Darling says, feeling good is your job. When we are at our best, at our peak, we are full of energy, vitality, and inspiration. We can create great things because our radiance is literally pouring out of us and into the creation we are birthing into this world. That is why your well-being is of utmost importance. Art is a reflection of life, so don't forget to live. And not only live, but to fall in love with your life. It will only ever inform your art. You see, your true essence is to live, be present, and enjoy your life. It's to create beautiful memories. You will begin to bear witness to the evolution of your own self by reflecting on your art, because it will show up there as a reflection of you. So have a life outside of your work, outside of your art, and make space for yourself to live as a human and to just be. Because you see, this journey of an artist is a long, winding road. It's about consistency. It's about building stamina. It's about doing things that are sustainable and finding systems of support for yourself so that you can build the endurance to continue to keep going, because this journey will test you. So it's all about figuring out ways of enjoying the process as much as possible and supporting yourself through the ups and the downs that are just the natural pendulum of life. This is how we open ourselves to receiving inspiration, new ways of doing, and evolution. Since all art is created through energy, make sure your energy is in balance, since it is your energy you are using to create with. Make your well-being a daily priority. Tap into your deep sense of self-worth on a soul level without having to prove anything through productivity or creation. You certainly need not prove yourself worthy, and your art need not prove itself either. Outside validation can be nice. It's like sprinkles on a cupcake. Sure, it makes a pretty cupcake, but sprinkles alone does not make the cupcake. That's up to you. It's up to you to make the cupcake, okay? Remember that. You are the one who is meant to embody your worth, and so does your art. And there is no one else on the planet besides you that can truly make you feel this on a soul level. Your creativity actively depends on it. You are your own greatest asset when it comes to your art and to your life. So learn to value yourself. When you receive that true seed of inspiration that lights a spark within you to the point you feel compelled to share it with the world, now this is the time to act. This is the time to create. The spirit of creation loves to witness enthusiastic artists create within the moment. And it frowns on those who force it out like squeezing that little itty bitty last bit of toothpaste from the tube. If you feel enthusiastic and ready to create, this is the go-ahead to act on your ideas. These are the ideas we're waiting for, right? Be bold and start something new. Follow your passions and grab hold of inspiration and channel it into this realm for all to see. Art and creation takes time, and it's okay. We are building something of value here. This is a lifelong journey for many of us. It's all a natural part of the process, so don't resist it. Bear witness to the wondrous unfoldment of growing something new. Nurture your seed and grow it into something like a luscious cherry blossom tree that once it blooms will leave you completely in fascinating awe. Enjoy where you are right now. You have a life, so live it. As you exist, right here, right now, in this moment. Enjoy the stroke of your brush against the canvas, the ink of the pen while you write a story, or whatever methodology you love. Every act of creation is bringing something full circle and the completing of a cycle. It may feel like the end of a project, but as an artist, you will surely start another, and then another, and then another, and begin the process all over again. Maybe you have forgotten, because the reality is, it's the process of creating which you love. That's why you became an artist.